How's everybody doing? We are in Toledo, Ohio, where the University of South Dakota football team is going to kick it off with Bowling Green Saturday evening in Bowling Green, Ohio. And joining me now is the quarterback of the Coyotes, Chris Streveler. And Chris, last week, obviously a pretty emphatic statement you made at Drake, 77-7, the final in that game. And, consistency was the big key that you guys stressed in the offseason in terms of the offense. Well, that first half couldn't have been much more consistent.
Yeah, I mean, we were definitely happy with our consistency coming out in the first half, being able to execute the things that we had been working on. And that's something that we're just going to need to continue to keep building on in these coming weeks. And that starts in practice every single day. We got to be consistent with our effort, with our execution, and I think everyone was happy about that game. But we're kind of on to this week now.
How about for you personally? When we talked, during fall camp, you were talking about how much more comfortable you felt as a quarterback, just that specifically. Now that you have a game under your belt, you had that experience that you had. You played as well as you did last week in Des Moines. Do you still feel like that progression is really continuing?
Yeah, I think not only for me but for everyone else on the team, we need to just continue to get better every single week. And I know that's super cliche, but in order to have a successful season, that's what we're going to need to do. I mean, it doesn't matter if we win 77-7, win by 1 point, lose by whatever. We just have to continue to get better every single week. And I think that's the exciting thing is going out there with some new faces out there and a lot of young guys, and then some guys I'm a little more familiar with, and just being able to have so many different guys making plays, and that's only continue to hopefully get better the rest of the season.
You talked about those new guys, and there were a ton of them last week, and that wide receiver group is probably as deep as it's ever been since I've been covering the team anyway, and certainly since you've been around. And you really spread it around. I mean, how exciting is that to be able to go out there and trust that many different guys to throw the football to?
It's exciting. I mean, you're on the sideline in between drives, and I just hear Coach Middleton or Coach Prevost kind of telling the receivers who's going to be going in for every drive, and it's a different group all the time. But I hear a group, and I'm like, all right, let's roll. There's so many guys that are interchangeable and making plays, and so many just different skill sets, and it's really exciting to be able to get the ball into so many different playmakers' hands and see what they can do. And it's definitely something that I'm going to be excited about moving forward the rest of the season.
Very different challenge for you guys coming up this week against the Bowling Green team that, coming off a loss at Michigan State, but they won their last 3 games of a year ago. This is an FBS team, so obviously a step up right there. But how do you feel about this matchup coming in?
I think everyone's really excited. Getting to play an FBS team, for an FCS school is always a great challenge. And, we've had a pretty good week of practice. And, coming off the win last week, it's not really something we're thinking about. That kind of game's kind of in the past, as any other game would be. And we just kind of came into this week and faced a new challenge. And I think we're really excited to go out there against an FBS team and get a new challenge going.
All right, well, good luck to you tomorrow, Chris, and appreciate you taking some time.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, Chris Streveler, the quarterback of the University of South Dakota Coyotes, getting set to take on Bowling Green at 5 p.m. Central Time on Saturday afternoon.